How's it going, everybody? Chris here at Digital Asset Connoisseur, and today in the video we're going to take a look at the markets as well as a couple of stories. The first one is about a group of kind of tech giant companies coming together to form a Metaverse standards group. We're also going to take a look at a story about football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo kind of entering the Web3 and NFT space. And then the last one is about the hacker group Anonymous sending a kind of a statement to Do Kwon, who is the founder of Terra Luna, which recently had a kind of a very notorious algorithmic stablecoin that crashed, and a lot of people were kind of hurt with that crash and lost a lot of money. So we'll take a look at these. As always, the opinions in this video are my own and not intended for financial advice. They're for entertainment and educational purposes only. Make sure that you're always doing your own research and staying safe. Let's get it. All right, so taking a look at the markets today, looks like total market cap is about 934 billion. Bitcoin down about 2.25% on the day, hovering right around 20,788. Ethereum down about 2.5%, sitting at 1,187. I'm going to skip over Tether and USDC. BNB sitting about 232, down almost 2.5%. We got XRP sitting at 35 cents, down about 3% on the day, and as well as Cardano, still hovering around that 50-cent range. So we'll have to see with the hard fork at the end of July. Excuse me. Hard fork at the end of July, how that's going to affect the price on Cardano. With XRP, I think they're really kind of a lot of people are waiting to see how the lawsuit with the SEC plays out. Once we have some clarity on that, I think we'll kind of see some movement in the price, either up or down. Let's go ahead and jump into our first story for today. So this is looking at some tech giant companies that have formed a Metaverse standards group. And here they kind of give their general definition of a metaverse. So the metaverse is generally defined as some type of a shared virtual environment where people can interact with others. Though it is in its infancy now, the metaverse is seen as having a wide variety of applications, from business to gaming to even dating. It is the main topic of the tech. It was the main topic of the tech conference at South by Southwest this spring. So you can see a lot of people are kind of talking about this idea of this metaverse. What is it? How is it going to affect businesses and different things? And I think kind of the when we look at a metaverse, or what we think of it, they had the movie a couple of years ago, Ready Player One, that kind of showed us what it could be, and kind of the idea of what a metaverse might be. But I think as we move forward, it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of applications metaverses have throughout a lot of different aspects of our life. I think with gaming, it's pretty straightforward, and a lot of people probably already have an idea of what the metaverses could be. But when we look at things like business and healthcare, the idea of somebody, if they don't need to be seen in person, being able to have an in-person, or not an in-person, but a kind of almost a face-to-face interaction with the healthcare provider in a metaverse is pretty interesting, right? As opposed to over the phone or over a video call, maybe they have some kind of Oculus or something you put on, and you're able to kind of sit there and have that conversation and almost have that face-to-face like interaction without actually being face-to-face. Because for some folks, depending on where they're at, it might be 200 miles for them to get in to see the doctor, or maybe it's a specialist that they need to see that's half of the country away. And so these are sometimes opportunities for us to kind of bridge the gap and really to allow kind of a leveraging of technology and what we're able to do with it to kind of improve some of the processes and just the everyday things that we have going on. With businesses, I think I love business meetings, different things like that. A lot of people are doing like work from home and that kind of stuff. So it'll be really, really kind of interesting to see how the whole metaverse idea and evolves going forward. So this looks like they're calling themselves the Metaverse Standards Forum or group, made up of 35 different companies, and some of the notable ones are Meta, formerly known as Facebook, as well as Microsoft, Sony, Interactive Entertainment, Adobe, Alibaba, NVIDIA, Epic Games, Huawei, IKEA, Qualcomm, World Wide Web Consortium. So those are just to name a few. And when we think about kind of what interoperability might be, thinking of the metaverse as kind of like this umbrella idea or space, and then underneath that umbrella you have all these different kind of sub metaverses. Maybe one's the Adobe metaverse, one's the Alibaba, one's Microsoft, one's Sony, and you can kind of go from one to the other seamlessly. And one thing that they also point out is one big tech company that wasn't a part of this forum or this group is Apple. So I thought that was really interesting. Apple's been kind of developing their virtual reality, augmented reality. I don't think anybody really knows just yet, but they decided not to be a part of this group, or maybe they weren't invited. I don't think it really clarifies in here, but interesting nonetheless. They also have it open for crypto-related companies. Welcome to join. I know there's a couple different crypto projects that have reached out to join the group, so we'll have to see how that kind of progresses. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think as far as these metaverses in general. Have you had any opportunities to go around and explore any, and what are your thoughts on them? Next story. This is taking a look at a football, and football as in soccer for my Americans out there. Football star Cristiano Ronaldo joining and entering kind of Web3 with a recent Binance partnership. So Cristiano Ronaldo agreed in a multi-year non-fungible token. That's what an NFT stands for. Partnership with the crypto exchange Binance, and this is going to be kind of a collaboration aiming to introduce soccer fans to Web3 as well as kind of NFTs. And so with this, they're going to be coming out with different kind of NFTs that will be sold on the Binance exchange. And what I think is really cool about this is, especially as we move from kind of a paper for a lot of different things, with sports, you used to go to get your tickets. They were paper, you print them out, you take them, and people would keep that ticket stub as kind of a commemorative souvenir. They don't really have that anymore. In fact, some of the stadiums are like digital tickets only. So you just have your phone, you scan it, boom, you're done. But I know that even the NFL last year was giving out kind of commemorative NFT ticket for different games. I don't think it was all of the games. I think it was around Thanksgiving they started. Maybe it was like the Bears versus the Detroit Lions that they did it, and there were a couple other games that they offered them at. But I think that that's a really innovative way to kind of allow people to still have that commemorative souvenir piece if they're going to the games, and kind of get them some exposure to NFTs and Web3. So if you're a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, it sounds like that these might not be so much based around kind of the game, but they might be highlights from a game. So say he scores a goal, something like that, they might have an NFT of, 15-second clip of that you're able to kind of have and view whenever you'd like. If you are a soccer fan, let me know down below what you think about this. If you've seen any other sports do anything like this. I know NBA has the NBA Hot Shots, which is kind of a similar concept. And jumping to our last story here, we have the story about Anonymous. So This is put out by the Cointelegraph, and what it is the anonymous hacker group has made a statement to Do Kwon. And Do Kwon is the co-founder and CEO for Terra Labs. Terra was the company that had the Luna cryptocurrency, as well as the USDT pegged stablecoin, which was algorithmic. It recently had a very kind of notorious death spiral. So if we just take a look at the chart, we'll show you guys that real quick. Type in Luna. Oh, that's not right. Luna. Terra Luna Classic. So we'll go to all. Oh. Come down here. Then see if we can bring this range in a little bit. All right, so here we go. So this is starting at about August last year. Terra Luna's price sitting around 30, went up, jumped to about 100 right around the Christmas time frame. Came down, went back up all the way up to, looks like 116, 4222. And then right around 5/3/22, it was at $86.17. That's when it kind of had its crash. And so this cryptocurrency Luna was in the top 10 at the time, but because it had a algorithmically backed stablecoin, and a lot of people were trying to get rid of their USDT and convert it to the USD or the Luna coin, as well as some other factors, it kind of created this bank run, this death spiral that ended up leading to the peg breaking on this USDT stablecoin, and it completely crashed the price. So imagine 5/3/22, you hold some Luna at $86, you go to bed, wake up, even maybe you just don't look at crypto every day. Less than a week later, you wake up and that same Luna token is worth $1. A lot of people were really hurt with this, and it just kind of brings to light that you always have to be careful, and really kind of treat everything like a scam until you've been proven otherwise. So back to our story here. So the anonymous group has said that they are going to kind of, see in the quotes here, they have it, bring justice as soon as possible in regard to the collapse of the Terra Luna USDT ecosystems. So they put out a video, and in the video, one of the quotes I have is, Do Kwon, if you are listening, sadly, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that can be done to reverse the damage that you have done at this point. The only thing that we can do is to hold you accountable and make sure that you are brought to justice as soon as possible. So kind of a threat there. I don't really know what to make of it. We'll have to see what the anonymous group brings to light, if there's anything in the background or anything like that. We know that Do Kwon, prior to making Terra Luna, was a co-founder of another project called, let me see if they have it titled in here. I think it's Basis Cash, which was another algorithmically backed stablecoin that ended up failing and going to zero, similar to Terra Luna. People weren't aware of that at the time. That previous project he worked on only came to light after the Terra Luna crash. So kind of unfortunate. But I also know the Korean authorities, South Korea has, subpoenaed all Terraform Labs employees to investigate any internal role in market manipulation. So the authorities are trying to get it figured out. It looks like he was also being fined $78 million by South Korea for tax evasion charges. So really not looking good for this guy. We'll have to see how it all plays out. If you guys like the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe, like, and ding the bell icon so that you are made aware of when the next video comes out. Until next time.